Tony, how do you see it when it comes to exposure strategy?
Well, I think the Nasdaq 100 is a nonsensical index. There's no economic basis for taking the 100 largest companies listed on a particular exchange, excluding an entire sector, financials, and market cap weighting the next. And moreover, some of the proposed changes to the index rules that would allow for fast track inclusions of IPOs such as SpaceX and OpenAI just strike me.
I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I don't like it. You're going to become a forced buyer. You're going to become exit liquidity for every SpaceX and OpenAI employee. So for me, the Nasdaq 100 exposure is nonsensical. If you wanted an explicit tech tilt, there's an easier way to go about it than without getting Costco, Walmart, and Pepsi, which are fantastic companies. But if tech's what you're after, what are you doing there? You can get explicit large cap growth at a cheaper expense ratio. You can get explicit tech tilt at a cheaper expense ratio. So for me, it's just, it's an artifact of the past. SMH, on the other hand, market cap weighting a narrow industry has led to outperformance because it's largely let NVIDIA run over the last decade. But now, if you're buying now, NVIDIA is like, 20% of the fund around there. So buyer beware, right? I know on a price to earnings growth basis, NVIDIA still looks cheap, but I don't like to dabble in super cyclical industries. Whereas SCHD's methodology makes a lot of sense for me. Starts by requiring 10 consecutive years of dividend payment. Then there's that composite screening on 5-year dividend growth rate, dividend yield, free cash flow, and return on equity. And the portfolio is reconstituted fairly frequently, so there's a lot of turnover. But as Mike mentioned, you get a very good large cap value bias, which I think at this point in the market cycle, and judging if 1999, the dot-com bubble, is ever a parallel, I think large cap value and international will do well for the next decade. One of the strongest predictors of future returns is starting valuations. And right now, large cap growth is looking as expensive as it's ever been. So for me, I'm going to go with SCHD again. It's simply a good ETF. It's going to go in and out of favor, but be patient and just drip the dividends.